Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to
the we.
Isn't it just the podcast?
I thought we do Twang said sweater.
You're so right. You're so right. Why do I keep?
I'm like.
I think I accidentally. I think I listened to our very first podcast.
And that's
this morning,
what we said.
And we went, "Welcome to the podcast."
Yeah.
Because I can remember us doing
You're
that.
right.
Anyways, Twang sweater, right?
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to Twonks and Sweaters podcast. We're still working on it.
It'll be okay.
We gotta go to Doris Prater one of these days. Just show up at her house.
They're having a party right now at our house.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay. I have kind of some I have a lot of
Is
topics.
this weird? Do I look weird sitting like this?
No, actually.
Nathan, be honest. So for
It's just like I imagine you sitting like that as like the what's it called in the Christian times at the table.
The Buddha.
Not Buddha. I was not thinking of Buddha. But yeah, Buddha as well. I was thinking the Lord's Supper, where all the the Last Supper, 12 kids at the table.
And they were all sitting like this?
Yeah, kind of. I
don't think that was actually how it happened.
Okay.
Now that I think about it.
That's so valid. I guess I'm going to start us off
with
the little story.
Go.
Because I don't think that you remember. I remember the other day, it came to me. I was like, I did in fact go on a date with a guy that was missing a tooth.
When?
Literally in November.
Okay, I thought you meant like yesterday.
No, not yesterday. Like this was a while ago, and I just remembered it the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I actually went. And don't get me wrong, he was cute.
Wow.
And it just made me think, like, I wish I had something like that, like a party trick.
A missing tooth isn't a party trick though, because you're sitting here right now telling me I
can't believe I went on a date with a man with a missing tooth.
You're right.
What a loser.
You're so right.
You're telling me that, and then you're like I wish that I was that cool, but can you believe that I went on a date with him? Oh my god. But like, yeah, it'd be really cool.
Okay, I think it's more of the fact that like he has like a fun fact about himself just ready to go. What can I say? I'm gay. Everybody knows that the second I walk into a room. Like, oh no, let me just rip out my retainer that has my tooth in it. Like, that's pretty insane.
You do have a little party trick.
What's my party trick? I have a podcast.
And you're good at singing.
You're so done, Abby. I'm good at singing.
You like this? Ready? You like this? I have a party trick. I'm the dissonance king.
I'm the dissonance king. If you don't know what dissonance is,
it's this.
When I can't like harmonize. It's basically the opposite of harmony, is it not?
It is the opposite of harmony.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just.
It's when two notes rub you the wrong way.
Yeah. I mean, I rub people the wrong way a lot, so it kind of.
Maybe that's your party trick.
I just rub people the wrong way.
Yep.
Hi, welcome to the party. How's your boyfriend?
Good. So I was actually going to talk about my finals because I just had 2 finals this week.
Okay, go for it.
And I was almost positive that I failed my bio final. I was like, I walked out of that class thinking, okay, like at most, I got a 50%.
No.
But today, when we graded them, I got a C+.
Oh.
And then I also got a B- on my geometry final, which is really good.
A C+. What'd you say?
B-. Sorry, a B+ on my geometry final, actually. I have a B- in the class.
And geometry is the one girl. I love that teacher. She's...
Mitchell.
Yes, Miss Mitchell. She's so
incredible.
Sweet. I saw her at graduation, and I told her, I went up to her, I go, I never had you, but I just really love you. She was like, oh, baby. And I was like, oh, mommy. So
Miss Mitchell is mommy.
She's mommy. Was it weighted? Was the test weighted first?
I don't know if it was weighted or not.
So you don't.
It probably wasn't because I still have a B in that class.
Okay, so you do know your like final grade.
Yeah, I have a B in that class.
That's good.
I have a B in that class, and I got a C+ on the test.
Yeah.
And I got a 12 out of 24 on the study guide.
A 12 out. Oh, a 50%.
Yeah, because
an
I
F.
only did half of it.
Oh, okay, that's valid.
I didn't want to do it all. So I filled out the first 3 pages, and then I filled out the back of it.
Yeah.
So at first glance, it would look like I did it all, because I didn't want kids to look at it and know that I didn't finish it.
Abby, that is too funny. I don't think I've ever done anything like that. Like, I'm sure there's been a time where I've like
think
skipped
too
a
much.
question.
I worry too much about what other people think of me.
You do. It's one
So
of your toxic traits.
So I literally was like this. Can you believe that I got more done because I was so scared that kids would see that they would look at the back of it and be like, oh, she didn't finish it. So I literally just did the first 3 pages, skipped the middle 4, and then did the last
That
page.
was your motivation.
That was it.
Other kids.
That was it right
Not
there.
the grade.
Yes.
Just, I mean, use that to your advantage, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
And then I had a
good.
recital last night, which was very fun.
Yes. How did that go?
It was good.
It was good. I'm sorry I didn't go. To be fair, you never sent me the deets. I said, send me the deets.
You did not.
I did.
I told you it was at Made United Methodist.
No, you didn't.
Baby.
I'm sorry.
I told Jaden. I said, you should go with Nathan.
Jaden?
Murdoch?
No, I literally would have gone with her.
I
was
literally
doing
told her that
nothing.
she should go with you, and then she never got back.
I said, send me the deets with like DEETS.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I didn't register that.
Yeah. That's actually valid. Because I wouldn't register that. I don't think if you
And
said...
it was also at rehearsal, so I think I kind of looked at it, I was like, oh, he's being weird, and then I just I ignored it.
I literally can picture, like, when I'm texting you, I'm like, I wonder what she's doing right now. Like, I never, like with old, like, best friends of mine, like, I would know, like, this person is not busy. Like, this person's probably at their house, like, chilling. Like, with Addie, like, it's never like that. I'm like, what? Where? Who is she
Where
with?
on the planet is she right now?
Where is she? Like, if you sent me, if I were like, hey, you want to come over? And you were like, oh, actually, I'm in Arizona.
And I sent you a selfie from the top of the Eiffel Tower.
I would be like, yeah, all right.
Without
Like,
me?
yeah, I would probably be like, okay, so we need to talk about this next time. Well, that's good that your finals. I didn't have any finals.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay, though.
Oh,
How
also,
was what?
my car.
What happened to it?
So it's broken.
No.
I cannot lock or unlock my car right now. So it started off as I couldn't unlock my car. So my car would lock. So I don't have a fob. So it's
Right,
just
it's a
my
key.
key. I'm trying to decide if sharing with the world that my car can't lock right now is the
Is the
best
best thing.
idea. But I'm just going to tell you this. So
Go
at
for it.
first, I couldn't unlock it.
Yeah.
I would get out of my car and I would lock my car and I would go do something, like whatever I was doing. I would go to school, I would be at home. And then whenever I go back to my car, it would not turn to unlock.
Okay.
But I would sit there for like 10 minutes. I almost got locked out of my car at Walmart because I went to go get Quentin flowers for his grad party, and I couldn't. And I got him the bear too, but I couldn't unlock it. And I was like, what? And I almost was like, I'm stuck at Walmart. And then it finally went. And then same thing when I was leaving Quentin's grad party, I couldn't unlock my car. The next day when I was leaving for school, I couldn't unlock my car.
And it's just like it feels like it's jammed or
like
something.
the key physically won't go.
Turn.
Then the other morning, it was literally, I think it was yesterday morning. I couldn't go either way, so my key was just stuck in the car, and I was like, "What is happening?" So I had to unlock because my backpack was still in my car because I went to go see Dash.
Yeah.
I had to go to the back of my car and unlock my trunk, climb all the way through
No,
the
you're
back
joking.
to get my backpack, and then I had to unlock my car from the inside, and now I can't unlock or lock my car.
Wow. So is it staying unlocked? No.
No.
You go, I'm putting a big old bolt on it. A bolt lock.
I said I actually have a really mean guard dog underneath my car, so if
It's
anybody's
Izzy.
it's Ava.
Oh my gosh, girl. Okay, so this is kind of just something that I stumbled across the other day, and I didn't know if it was real or fake. Doja Cat tweeted.
Oh no, I already know where this is going.
Do you really?
No, but like it's
Okay.
Doja Cat, so I'm just gonna assume.
Okay, so she tweeted, Planet Her and Hot Pink were cash grabs. Those are her 2 albums. And y'all fell for it. Now I can go disappear somewhere and touch grass with my loved ones on an island while y'all weep for mediocre pop. And it has 45 million views. The tweet does. 159,000 likes. Basically tweeting that like her two previous albums were cash grabs. Like she admits that like she only made those 2 albums for money.
Isn't that what everyone does? They just make music for money.
That's true. That's a good point. Like Taylor Swift, why is she doesn't have to go on
I
tour.
guarantee you that after the first like 5 years of these people's careers, they're ready to be done. But they just keep it because they're rich and they need money.
The only person I would disagree with on that is like Taylor Swift or Katy Perry. Like they just like Katy Perry. When's the last time she released an album? But she's still like in the industry. If you like, she's still an artist.
And again, there's all this like stuff about the like, Illuminati and like celebrities selling their soul and
That's
shit.
so true.
So you're like, I don't know.
Okay, who are like your top 5 celebrities that you think could actually be like in the Illuminati?
Kanye West.
Like top 5, just Kanye West. You're like, the Illuminati is Kanye West. Like that's it.
Kanye West, Ellen DeGeneres, Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. Okay.
Chris Rock. And Megan Trainor.
Megan Trainor, not Megan.
Made you look has hella subliminal messages and you can't tell me.
Made you look. Girl, bye. That's Illuminati. Okay. That's so valid. I agree with Kanye. Do you not think any of the Kardashians, or are those just not your top 5?
I think
they're down there.
I think that the Kardashians are literally just the Kardashians. Like, I can't
You don't think they're a part of the Illuminati?
I think they're just like...
living their life.
I think that they just got famous and they were like...
Oh, poop, what do we do?
I don't know what's happening, but like, let's just keep doing it.
Okay, like that is so valid because that's what I would do. Like theoretically, I have like a lip kit. I'm selling a lip kit and it blows up and all of this stuff. Girl, I'm continuing on. I'm just gonna fake it till I make it. I agree with you on that. The Kardashians definitely like didn't sell their soul. Like they're just faking it.
And if they were asked to sell their soul, they'd be like, what kind of kinky shit is this? Like, they wouldn't understand it, I don't think.
They'd be like, what? What's wrong with my soul?
What kind of record deal is that?
Girl, put your records on. It's just a little ditty I just did.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that, like, my mom, I was going to say she's such an easy person to manipulate, but that makes me seem like a manipulator. But the thing is, I don't even try. This is what'll happen, right? Yeah. This is what'll happen. I'll go up to her and I'll be like, hey, can I stay the night at so-and-so's house? And she'll be like, no, not tonight. And I'll be like, oh, why not? And then she'll be like, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I understand. And then I'll leave. And then she'll come up to me like 10 minutes later and be like, I mean, I guess, like, and I'll be like, oh, okay, like, I don't even do anything. Like, I'll be like, I totally understand. It's just we haven't hung out in a while. And she'll be like, no, not tonight. And I'll be like, okay, I get it. And I'll walk away.
Yeah,
I'll drop it.
Yeah.
And then she'll either, like, text me 5 minutes later and be like, I guess it's fine. And I'll be like, okay. Like, without
That's so
fail, I don't think there's ever been a time where my mom has said no to something like that and then not gone back on it, like, 15 minutes later. Less than 15. Like, I don't know why.
And it happened, like, I obviously I'm with you a lot. Like, it does, like, your relationship with your mom is so different than mine. And not in a bad way. Like, it's just different. Yeah. Which, like, everybody has different. Every single person in this universe has a different relationship with their mom or dad or whatever. And I understand that. But, like, it's just so interesting. Like every single like friend that I have, not many, but like every single one has like a different relationship with their mom, and I'm just like, that's so. Oh, that was good, baby.
Thanks.
Like it's just so interesting to like take a peek into other people's lives.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about like if you could see into just every house in America, like dive into it and like be in that house like as a ghost or like just not invisible or whatever?
Yeah.
How weird would that be? Like seeing how every single house is so different. Like I'm talking from like rich mansion,
like abusive people.
Exactly. Like to the Obamas. Like, are you
kidding me?
To
the Kardashians.
The Kardashians. Like, what does a normal day?
Like, Adam Sandler's probably taking a shit right now.
That is so true. And he's so hot.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. See, someone understands.
See, when I was when I was like 11.
Oh boy.
When I was like 11, my dad, just growing up, I watched a bunch of Adam Sandler movies.
Sure.
Because my dad and my brother and their humor. When I was around 12, I was like, I think Adam Sandler's attractive. My dad, my stepmom were like, no, he's not. You're wrong. And no one was like, no, Adam Sandler's not attractive. Thank you, because I genuinely think he's attractive. Not even his looks.
To this day.
I mean, his personality.
I 100%
his personality is very attractive because he just doesn't give any fucks.
Yeah, no, he's like, and I think like everybody dressing up as like having Adam Sandler Day, like it really that day could just be called like effortless, like don't
Hot
care.
People Day.
The other day I was listening to music and my AirPods were like kind of dying, and also like I've had my AirPods for a few months now and like they're kind of weird now, and I kid you not, I heard another dimension, like, in my ears. And I know this sounds so crazy, and I know that people aren't going to believe it, and that's fine. Like, you know from Stranger Things, like, the upside down noises, like, squelching and, like...
Yeah.
I swear on my entire life, it was, like, 11 p.m. I think it was the night after I graduated, like, the graduation ceremony. I was listening to, like, a podcast or whatever, sitting on my couch. I closed out the YouTube video because I was going for bed, and my AirPods did, like, the... Like, that is what I heard in my AirPods. And at some point, it was, like, there was, like, a synth, you know, like a synthesizer.
Yeah.
I heard a synth in there.
Like in Stranger Things?
Yes, like... I swear, Addie... I swear on my life that I heard into a different dimension, and I'm not like, yes, oh, it was you're probably like, oh, it's a technological thing, it's like AirPods, like how trustworthy. I swear on my life I heard into a different dimension.
It was me.
It was you and
I tapped into your AirPods, and I had like a voice changer on.
You were anyways, have you heard about the writer's strike?
No, what's that?
Okay, so a bunch of writers are going on strike. This is kind of a mid topic. I just thought it was interesting. A bunch of writers, like for shows, TV shows, movies, are literally just going on strike. They are not writing. They are like, did you know, like, how much do you think a writer makes? Like, okay, a writer on Stranger Things. Like, how much do you think they make yearly?
$1 million.
Right? You would think like upwards,
okay, are we talking about like writers like a
playwright, like a play,
like direct, like people who write shows,
correct,
or movies?
Yes,
not like a novel writer.
Not like a novel writer,
okay.
But they might be included in this. They get paid so little, and like they're the, like, if you think about it, writers are the whole reason that like Stranger Things
like
exists.
actors wouldn't even have their job if writers didn't exist.
And the whole production, like, think about like camera people,
yeah.
Think about producers, editors, like all of these people wouldn't exist for the writers. Anyways, so apparently writers are going on strike, so that's just a little interesting. Shane Dawson and Ryland Adams are having a baby.
No, they're not. Stop it. Why didn't that so random? They are not having a baby.
They might be having twins or triplets with a surrogate. Did you know that's that?
I don't think I want him to have kids.
Okay, unpopular opinion. I really enjoy watching and listening to the Shane Dawson podcast.
Oh, me too.
Okay,
me too. But
you
he should not have kids.
He has changed. Do you watch Ryland Adams' vlogs?
No, I'm disappointed in Ryland.
Really?
For sticking with Shane long.
I thought Shane would end up with someone like Trisha Paytas.
Or Jeffree Star.
Like, right? Like, that would just kind of make sense.
Or like Shane and Manny Moore. Like, that seems like a better...
It does. It's giving like bear and bear in the gay community. Well, obviously Shane's a bear, right? Would he be classified as a bear? Like, he is hairy. He's kind of bigger.
Like, he literally says it himself. He'd be like, I drank a bottle of ranch this morning.
You know, sometimes I do aspire to be like Shane Dawson. I wake up every morning and I'm like,
time to drink that ranch down.
Drink a gallon of ranch,
man.
man.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, do you want to play a little game that I have prepared on the podcast today?
Sure.
How do you feel about ChatGPT?
I like it. I actually never used it in my life.
Okay. Well, we're going to play a game real quick. Don't worry, it's just three questions.
I actually really want to do this. This looks fun.
Okay, so do you know about AI image generation?
Yes, I do.
Like, AI is crazy.
It is crazy.
I think we know that, and I think you can go to a different podcast if you want to listen to AI. We're playing a game, whether the image, there's two images that are going to pop up on the screen. Do you think it's AI generated or a real picture that was taken, like, with a camera? Okay, this is the first one. It's of an elephant.
It's easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one with the sunset, the one on my side, is AI generated, and the one on the other side's real. The sun looks fake, and like the way that the lighting is on the tusks of the elephant it's AI generated. I can just tell.
Wow, that was fast. You're correct. That one's AI generated. So this one's of an Italy castle. Okay.
So the one on your side's AI generated.
Wow. You're good at this. Okay, this one.
This one's harder for sure.
Yeah. This one's of a bathroom for our audio listeners. Yeah.
I think the one on my side is AI generated.
You are incorrect.
Man.
That one's AI generated.
The door looked a little too fake to me.
Right? Anyways, that's just our little fun game about AI image generation. There was a professor who was grading his papers, like his students' papers, with AI. And like leave, like, you know how like a teacher will be like, oh, this paper was like really beautiful. Like I really like this paper, like a comment, right? He would write all of his comments using AI.
That's what I think my biology teacher did today. She was like, I'm writing you guys all personal notes for the end of the year. And mine said, you have a great smile. You have a good personality. Keep it up. And then Lauren said, you have such a great personality and you're so smart. Keep it up. And I was like,
interesting. Yeah, I do think it's, but like fighting fire with fire. Like if students are going to use AI, I mean,
teacher can do it
a
too.
teacher should use it to grade. I'm all for that.
Except, okay.
Unless what?
This is a topic that I could get really heated about, actually.
I'm ready for it.
Is the expectations with teachers and students. Like, oh, well, if a teacher can do this, a student can do this. Or if a student can do this, a teacher can do this. But teachers aren't being forced to be teachers.
Girl.
Teachers will be like, oh my god, you don't know how hard my job is, you don't know, like, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, when you complain about having homework and stuff, and it's like, okay, well, you have to make school a priority, but my teacher gets to complain about how much they have to grade, but the second I complain about how much homework I have, it's like, well, you should make it a priority, you shouldn't have had this missing assignment.
I agree.
And then I'm like, okay, but, like, you're over here complaining about your thing, where the difference between you and I is that I'm being forced to come here every single day and learn. No one's forcing you to print out that assignment and give it to me and have yourself graded.
And also, you don't have to have a job. You can go get a job at Crumble Cookie.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, now, I do understand, like, teachers who have been in the profession a long time. Obviously, things have changed in the recent years.
Oh, yes.
Like, after COVID, things went to crap. Mm-hmm. And, like, I think as a teacher, that would be upsetting. But also, like, how do you feel about, like, teachers? I mean, I'm not going to get into any detail at all. How do you feel about like teachers acting more immature recently? Like, have you noticed that? And once again, hey, shout out to all the teachers. Like, you're doing the Lord's work.
Yes,
like, literally, like, who would want to put up with us? Not me.
Not even we do.
Not even we want to put up with ourselves.
And I feel like the standards are just going so much lower.
I agree.
Like at our school, I literally remember this. We were talking about a sub that we had, and it is so painful that this is like a good thing that people have to praise. Be like, yeah, our sub makes us actually do what we're supposed to. But hey, our sub's not a pedophile. Our sub's not a pervert. So that's a plus side. Because, like, where are they getting these teachers from? That's my question.
You mean the subs or teachers?
Teachers, subs, both.
Everything.
Where are they getting them from? Are there people just coming off the street like, hey, I can teach a kid? And they're like, okay, you're hired.
That, after COVID, genuinely, like, COVID was, like, the distinct, like, line in my mind. Because before...
The universe stopped becoming real after COVID.
So valid. Like, I think we're in a simulation.
We definitely are. COVID was actually a meteor that hit the planet and wiped us all out. You know what? Mm-hmm. COVID was actually a black hole that sucked us all in, and now we're in an alternate dimension. That's my theory.
And that's why I heard the thing in my AirPod. No, but I do shout out to all the teachers. I love you. There's a lot of good ones out there, and but you're very right. Like, where are they getting the teachers? Like, are they just hiring anybody who walks in?
And then you have a good teacher. Then you have a good teacher. I twitch. Yeah. You have a really good teacher.
Sure.
I twitch. Who
I got it.
Who my eye is twitching.
I got it.
Who deserves more than anything to be able to teach kids and provide kids with a safe space.
Yeah.
I twitch and lots of comfort.
Yes.
And be a good teacher.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Are you mad at that they don't get what they deserve?
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Because sometimes the teachers deserve to be able to teach the kids.
He didn't leave. He did?
Did you not know that? Oh my gosh, cut it. That's why my eye was twitching. You didn't.
Okay, so in other words, it's upsetting when a teacher is let go, leaves the profession because of
unknown reasons.
Of unrelated reasons, even though this person is like you know how there's expectations for teachers now, like, hey, you need to make sure that if there's an intruder and a shooter that comes in, like, you need to protect your kids, you need to be able to do this, you need to be able to do that, you need to, like, all of these expectations for teachers. And when that teacher exceeds all of them in so many ways, and then that person,
and then you lose that teacher.
And then you lose that teacher.
I'm like, at the end of the day, like, I was talking to another unknown teacher about this the other day. I was talking about it because I made a comment on not doing my review packets for my finals because I have a busy life.
Sure.
And this teacher said, well, you should always make school part of your busy life and make it a priority.
Yeah.
Anyways, and she was like, they were like, you should be making your school one of your biggest priorities. You should make it a part of your busy life. And I was like, okay, but like when it comes when it comes to mental health and everything, I literally looked at her and I was like, well, like, the grades on my finals won't matter if I don't make it past high school. So
that's so
and
true.
that's what I don't think is that people nowadays, like, don't even, like, realize that, like, how much you're pressuring kids to exceed these limits and to be good and to academically amaze you, when, like, I think it's good enough that these kids are literally, like, making it
to
just
school?
With just how life is now.
Yeah.
After, like, the pandemic,
Yeah.
It's like, give them a break. Give all of them a break.
Give every human being a break.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
no one's perfect, and especially not right now.
It's sad because I feel like older teachers, like, it's older generations that have put these expectations on people. It's just like the whole, like, oh, you can't be transgender because that's not how we did things back in the 70s. Well, guess what, babes? Fun fact, we're not in the 70s. So guess what? If someone does feel how they feel and they do feel comfortable coming out, it's not, like, the same at all. Like, I'm not comparing the two things, but, like, who's putting an expectation, who's putting the expectation on students or on younger kids?
Yeah, well, my take on the whole transgender thing is just like, if you have a problem with it, then have a problem with it and keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that somebody identifying as a different gender or getting a surgery to make their body look different is hurting you.
No, it's not. It literally does not have an effect.
A male being able to use a female bathroom because that's what they're comfortable with, or a female being able to use a male bathroom because that's what they're comfortable with. Like, I get that crosses a line with some people. Don't use the bathroom when that female is using the male bathroom.
That literally doesn't have to affect you if you don't let it. Like, who cares if they use the same bathroom as you? Who cares?
Or even, like, here's a fun fact. This is my take on the world, is that we should just all have gender neutral bathrooms.
Absolutely.
Because I don't care.
Same.
And I think that that's the best way to live life.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like people who literally work themselves up so much about things changing and people being who they want to be, they're not going to be happy.
No.
Because whether they like it or not, things are going to keep changing and things are going to keep getting weirder and more absurd because people are going to be who they want to be.
Yeah.
And, like, okay, this kid wants to use a litter box. That's weird as fuck. But, like, I can't do anything about it, so why would I stress about it and try and, like, make a big deal out of it?
Exactly.
Because whether or not I try my hardest to make sure this kid can't use a litter box, he's going to find a way to do it, and he's going to be using a litter box at home.
Exactly.
And I'm like, girl,
that's what I'm saying. Like, every single person, like, if you're a furry, like, do I this is what I always say to people when they don't understand being gay. I say, you know what, with furries, I feel the same way. I don't understand what a furry is. I don't understand anything. I don't understand furries.
Furries it's like a hobby.
Right.
It's a hobby.
It is different.
It's like cosplaying.
Yes.
But animals,
and
it's like a podcast. Yeah, it really is.
Okay, how?
Because we do this podcast in our free time because we enjoy it.
Yes, it's like yes, I get
Just
that.
like people dress up as animals and they make up fake personalities in their free time because they enjoy it.
Yeah, and that's
when
valid.
you're walking around the mall in a fursuit, though, I'm not going to be like, congratulations.
Yeah. So I guess the difference with, like, homosexuality is that, like, it is not like I'm not being gay because it's my hobby. But I do tell people, like, do I understand being transgender? No.
Because
Genuinely,
you don't live through it.
Because I have no relation to that because I've never felt that way. Mm-hmm. And I say to people, like, just because you don't understand something or you've never had any experience with a certain thing doesn't give you the right to judge someone.
It's just really not even, I'm not speaking for myself, but I'm saying because I know how people are.
Yeah.
It's really easy to be so scared of things that you aren't familiar with that you just try and end them. You don't want them to happen. People are so scared of new things. They're scared of change. They're scared of things that they've never seen before. They're scared of things that they don't know. They're scared of things that they've never felt.
Absolutely.
They're scared of things they don't understand. And their quickest way to deal with it is to be like, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it, please.
Yeah, just don't go back to the way it was.
The drag queens, stop.
The drag queens. I like how we got from ChatGPT to here.
We did. That was a really deep.
This was a deep rabbit hole. This was a deep hole.
Oh.
Did you? Here's some other quick things. Downfall of Jeffree Star. Remember when that happened in James Charles?
I was actually never into Jeffree Star. So the whole thing was happening
what
with
about
Jeffree
James
Star.
Charles?
Oh yeah, James Charles.
You were into James Charles,
yes.
not Jeffree Star.
I was actually into James Charles after he became a pedophile. So everyone was like, James Charles is a pedophile, stop watching him. And then that's when I was like, maybe I should start watching James Charles.
You were interested in it.
I was like, who is this kid?
That makes sense, honestly. But ever since the whole beauty downfall, with all the beauty influencers.
There's the video where him and Zendaya
did
the makeup and she completely bodied him.
Yes. I just think that's so interesting, how the beauty industry now is just kind of I don't watch James Charles.
No, me neither. I never watched his beauty videos.
Yeah, it's boring. A vlog about James Charles? Heck yeah.
I f*** with vlogs.
Okay.
I literally listen to vlog background music when I'm doing miscellaneous tasks and chores in my house.
Because you feel like a vlogger then?
Not because I feel like a vlogger. You know what I used to watch all the time?
What?
I used to watch Alex Wasabi and his girlfriend's vlogs. When they went to Bora Bora, when they went, all these things, I would watch vlogs. I would watch the shit out of their vlogs. I would watch all the vlogs.
I'm really into the Sterlerno triplets, and you put me on them. You are literally the reason. I have to give all of the credit to you, because these triplets, first off, hot. They are so hot.
They are, and they all look the same. That's a bonus.
They all look the same, and that's such a bonus. But they all have their own personalities.
Yes.
The gay one, Nick. I'm learning their names still. Sorry, guys. Okay,
you know another Nick that lives in the world?
What?
Our very last. Is this our very last? Wait.
This will probably be. Yes,
it's
because
the 23rd.
This one will be posted on
Sunday.
Yes, this is our last one.
This is our very last viewer of the month.
This is our last podcast. Not our last podcast. This is our last viewer of the month.
Of this month.
With
very last viewer of this month.
Correct.
Nick
of the.
Okay, right. We've never actually sang his name before.
Viewer of the month.
Okay.
Was that dissonant?
I think it was.
A little bit.
From both of us.
It's okay. Nick Biddle.
We love you. We appreciate you. And we are just so thankful that you've stuck around and you've been our viewer of the month for this fine May.
It's been a beautiful. It's actually January, February, March, April, May. I thought it was March.
Oh my god!
I genuinely
were you about to be like, it's actually March?
Yeah, I was about to correct you on what month it was.
Yes, because the last day of school's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's May.
You did graduate.
Yes. You know who else graduated? Nick Biddle.
Our viewer of the month, Nick Biddle.
And let me just shout out him. He's been so supportive of this podcast.
Such a fine man.
He's such a fine man. He's sweet. He's gentle. He took a 0.5 with me at graduation. It just really hits you. It just,
right
I really
in the
appreciate
good old heartstrings.
Right in the heartstrings. It hits me in my lower liver.
Yes.
But,
I felt that. He's just been there for us. He's just been our viewer of the month. He's been our first ever viewer of the month. And there are many, many more viewer months to come. But
absolutely.
He's the first one that came.
That's what she no, Nick Biddle is probably better than the Nick Sterlerno.
He's also a ginger.
And Nick is a ginger. Anyways, Nick, we are going to miss you a lot.
But you're still going to live in our hearts forever. In our archives and our memories in this podcast.
Yes. When we go through searching through all of our reels of clips.
We'll be like our very first viewer of the month.
Yeah.
Nick Biddle.
Nick Biddle is our very first viewer of the month. Nikocado Avocado lost 80 pounds.
I know.
Did you see
He's doing so good.
I am so proud of Nikocado Avocado.
I think that man is a social experiment.
Okay.
He's a social experiment.
It's giving 11 from Hawkins Laboratory.
No, it's giving he was a very healthy, very sane man. He gained weight and became an absolutely insane person.
And now he's sane again.
He was insane. Like, he was so insane that it had to have been fake.
Okay,
That's how I feel about Trisha Paytas. She has to be fake.
Yes, it gives me Miranda Sings vibes. Like, Miranda Sings, I thought that Miranda Sings was real. Karen, okay, I was 11.
Okay.
But I thought that she was real for, like, months.
Yeah.
And then you find out, oh, it's Colleen. And then it's like, oh, okay, it's a character. I feel the same way with Nick.
And Trisha.
Not... Trisha is like...
Who speaks for the cows, for the chickens, for the birds? We milk and we milk and we milk, and they say, ow, that's my udder.
What is this?
Let's stop eating the animals. Animals are people like you and me. And yes, I am an animal, but I am a mammal. Have you not seen that?
No, I haven't.
Okay, keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mentally. I will mentally be right back.
I'm super proud of Nick Avocado TBH. I watched the most recent video, and he felt so normal again, and he looked really, although like I think he is still overweight, he looks really healthy, and I'm really proud. Anyways,
so speaking of social experiments,
Trisha Paytas.
And then the whole thing where she worked at Domino's too. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
She would like cosplay as a minimum wage worker.
Oh.
Hey world, one world. Can we stop eating animals, world? Yeah, we use metal straws instead of plastic straws for the turtles. And we milk, and they say, ow!
That's my udder. That's amazing. Yeah, she could be a social experiment.
For sure.
She could be like
and her singing in the car videos. Oh, another celebrity that is definitely part of the Illuminati. JoJo Siwa.
Oh, I was gonna say James Corden. I actually don't think James Corden though. I don't think.
I really thought that you were on the same page as me too, because we were both forming J's, and I was sure like he knows that I'm talking about JoJo Siwa.
No, that's so.
JoJo Siwa is a part of the Illuminati for sure.
I think. How does someone start on Dance Moms, like,
and then turn gay,
and then turn? Well, sure. I mean, that's not the shocker there. I think like JoJo Siwa, like what a human being.
That's what I'm saying.
Watching her grow up, like Dance Moms, Dance Moms, Dance Moms, Dance Moms. Boom! Something happened.
Disney Channel, Bose, Dog.
Disney Channel,
Bose, Dog. Nickelodeon. No, Nickelodeon. It was Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon.
And then, boom, TikTok.
And then
YouTube.
YouTube. TikTok. Draco Malfoy, Thirst Traps.
It's been weird.
Singing in the car videos.
Her plot. She could have a musical.
She definitely could.
And
called JoJo's
Bobo?
Bizarre Adventure.
Okay, why could I genuinely see a musical being after JoJo Siwa?
I could too.
If she comes out and like, hey, I'm on Broadway for my musical,
I
would be like,
yeah.
okay, checks
next?
out. Literally checks out.
Yeah.
That's so valid.
You know what I like watching?
What do you like watching?
Mukbangs.
Trisha Paytas mukbangs or what?
Any mukbangs. Like when two YouTubers get together and they get a ton of food and they just eat it and talk. I'm like, this is the shit.
That is heaven.
You know what my favorite mukbang that I ever watched was?
What?
It was really cute. So my favorite YouTuber is Rosanna Pansino.
I love Rosanna.
Do you actually love Rosanna?
I don't watch her religiously, but she's very wholehearted.
I love Rosanna. It was one that, it was a Valentine's Day mukbang with her and her boyfriend Husky.
Husky!
And they ate, and they got a pizza, and they got like food that they got like the very first time they ever did, and I was like, dude, this is the cutest thing ever. And they just talked, and they answered questions, and they ate all this food, and I was like,
cute.
They are just everything that I want to be in life.
Yeah, me too. I would love, although like part of me would love an online like relationship. Like,
that's odd.
What?
An online relationship?
Not like online. Like, I just mean like a public relationship.
Okay, that
makes
sense.
I mean.
I thought you were thinking like long distance, and I was like,
no,
okay, that's interesting because I do not see you as that kind of person.
I think long distance for me, like the most that I could drive is an hour.
Yeah, same.
Like that would probably be.
Not even.
Really? Not
like
even. You have
45 minutes.
That's true. I was gonna say you have gas issues, but then
I don't have gas issues. It's just the fact that like that's just too far from me.
You can't lock your car.
Yeah.
I am back into my Lana Del Rey
No.
obsession.
Me and Jaden this morning were talking about, we were at Panera because we went to Panera today.
Oh.
Well, not me and Jaden, but our women's choir went to Panera today during the second block. And who was I talking to? Grace Yerke.
Yes.
We were talking, and she was like, every time I see a cinnamon crunch bagel, I just think of Nathan. And I look at her and I go, Nathan went through a Panera phase. She goes, yeah, it was bad. And then
It was bad.
like, not bad, but like your Panera, like it wasn't bad, but like the Panera phase was bad. Like it was a bad Panera phase. Like
Yeah.
like you were very in that Panera phase.
Honey,
Every day was like a cinnamon crunch bagel and a charged lemonade.
every day.
Every day.
I know all of the Panera workers, which some of them because I know them like
Personally.
personally, or like I've through people, but like I know every single worker at Panera. And you want to hear something good?
What?
I haven't been to Panera in 2 weeks,
I
probably.
went today and I got this really good breakfast sandwich.
Was it good?
It was divine. So.
Overpriced though, probably. What isn't at Panera?
Have you ever just drank pickle juice?
I have not, because I'm not a fan of pickles.
Right. I love pickle juice. I'll actually drink it. Like, but you know what? I can never drink ever again.
What?
Spicy pickle juice. Because one time I ate one of those like gas station pickles, the big ones.
Yes.
And then I drank the juice left over, and I threw up. It was really bad.
No. That's why you don't like spicy pickles.
I don't like spicy pickles.
One time I gifted Addie Gimple a spicy pickle, and you pretty much, like, I think you saw the devil in that moment. Like, I still have a clear picture of what your face was when you, like, because it was a gift basket, if I remember. It was the gift basket that I gave you with a
Oh
bunch of
my
stuff in
gosh,
it.
Nathan.
What? What?
No. It's just the fact that literally just the other day, I turned to my manager and I go, I wish I had a pregnancy test. And then I realized that I did have a pregnancy test, but then my mind raced because I was like, I don't even know where that gift basket is, Nathan. No. I don't even know where it is. I just thought about it and I was like, there was a whole gift basket with a pregnancy test and socks and nail polish, and I have no idea where it is.
You don't know where it is?
It's like somewhere.
Addie,
it's probably somewhere.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, I'm gonna find that pregnancy test. Don't worry.
That's all you care about. No, I gave Addie an Easter basket, which apparently she's lost now.
I'm thinking about it. I remember I ate a lot of the food from it during a rehearsal, and I think I may have put the extra miscellaneous things in a bag and not a basket, and it might be somewhere
in your closet, probably
in my toilet
bowl
in the tank.
Another weird food combination that people find weird for me is pizza and Chick-fil-A sauce.
Okay, so like, grow the up. You're not special. not in the sense not in that sense of like pizza and Chick-fil-A sauce. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Okay, is that like the worst thing?
Honestly, I think that's my worst food combination.
What the balls? That's not bad at all.
Really?
Like for me, I'm getting bullied because I eat like peanut butter and pickle sandwiches, and I eat like peanut butter and eggs. Oh, so good.
You're gonna get hate for that.
That's what I'm saying.
We're clipping this.
And
for
you're
TikTok.
over here like, I eat pizza and Chick-fil-A sauce, and I'm in like.
People hate on me though for it.
Really?
People hate on my Chick-fil-A, like my parents.
I like pineapple on pizza. Like it's not. I'm not like a pineapple on pizza person, but I'm like, I'll eat pineapple on pizza. My papa put me on this.
Oh boy, this is never a good start.
Watermelon and salt.
I can get behind that.
It's good.
It is.
You know, watermelon and mustard is a thing. Apparently, if you put mustard on watermelon, it's supposed to be really good.
Okay, have you tried the Chick-fil-A watermelon tea crap?
No.
I'm not a big fan of tea, but I was like, I had a reward. The owner of this Chick-fil-A sent me an award. An award for fattest Chick-fil-A eater.
For most frequent Chick-fil-A visitor.
And I've tried the teas. I went to HTO, like I used to be a big fan of the pink lemonades. Mm-hmm. Okay, and actually I've never tried any tea at HTO. Maybe I should. I don't know. I always get a pink lemonade at HTO, so that's how you know I literally do not like tea, because I get a lemonade.
Got it.
Went to Chick-fil-A today. Got the sweet tea watermelon crap. I took one sip of it. One. I could not handle it.
It was bad.
It was so bad. It's just like flavored water.
Yeah.
Who wants tea?
Peanut butter hamburger is on here. It's on this list of weird food combos.
Peanut butter hamburger.
Like, I would eat it and I would be like,
You know,
like, imagine the hamburger being hot so the peanut butter gets kind of like melty. I think that would be so good. I'm a huge sweet and savory person though.
Yeah. I think that I would get weirded out by like if it's chocolate crumbles, like chocolate, the meat will look like chocolate, like because it's brown.
Okay. Popcorn cereal. Gonna skip that.
Popcorn
Because
cereal.
it would get soggy. Do you want to know a food combination that I invented for myself when I was little?
What?
I would mix my corn with my cottage cheese.
Addie.
And I would eat it.
That sounds like actual diarrhea.
And it was really good.
Did you get the poops afterwards?
No.
Oh, I would.
I don't get the poops very easily.
I can't believe we're on our fourth episode. Okay. Well, thank you for watching.
Thank you for being
us here.
Here. It's sad.
Well, thank you so much for watching. We will see you on the flip side.
We will. See ya. Ready? Thank you for coming to the podcast and listening for a little while. Now, we're gonna say goodbye.
See y'all next week. All right, follow the TikTok.
Have fun.
The
Have
gram.
a good time. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Unless
kids.
they're good drugs.
Unless the crack.
Make sure they're not laced with fentanyl.
Okay.
We love you, Nick Little.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.